going to take an unforgettable journey. Viewer discretion is advised. The incredible Singh.
Sat Sri Akal Ji, Sat Sri Akal Ji, oh, Sat Sri Akal Ji. This is the one, the only, the incredible Singh. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode number 86. This show is about things that affect us because everything affects us differently. I'll be talking about health and fitness tips that I try to live by, some current events, and showcase my favorite music. I hope to give you positive insight and motivate you to enjoy life. Rest in peace to Constable Heidi Stevenson of Nova Scotia and the other victims in that horrific shooting that happened over there. Thank you so much for your dedication, for keeping us safe, and all the other RCMP officers, the other police officers, and everybody else that do what you do to keep us safe and take on these type of people. So I really appreciate that. So this past Friday, it was Wear Red Friday. So I don't know if you saw my post there, but yeah, I was wearing red. Me and my daughter, we wore red that day to support the RCMP for their fellow fallen officer there. So rest in peace, Heidi Stevenson. And my heart goes out to the family, friends, and obviously RCMP who lost somebody like that. We're going to be talking about a bunch of different things as we usually do every single week. So thank you guys so much for listening in, as you always do. I'll be talking about Donald Trump because I have to. I can't just not leave the type of things that he's saying right now. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And we're also going to talk about my favorite 3 songs that are sung by Jenny Johal, Corby, and Pav Dharia. Who will be this week's Song in 60 Seconds? Stay tuned to find out. But as usual, let's start off this week with last Song in 60 Seconds, which is by Harlal Part Sidhu Moosewala, called Taare, right here on the Incredible Livecast. It's time for the incredible health tip of the week. Don't ingest disinfectants. Wow, I can't believe that I actually have to say this to my American listeners. The label is usually pretty clear to state that if it gets in your eyes or your mouth, then to call emergency immediately, and taking it can kill you. Sure, it'll kill COVID-19, but not before it kills your ass first. Let's play a track by Twinbeatz, Amar, Sandhu, Romey, Mann, GC, Push, Kahlon, Karni. Alright guys, I came across a post here. It's written by an unknown author, but I think it really stands out for what we're kind of dealing with today. We are not in the same boat. I heard that we are all in the same boat, but it's not like that. We are in the same storm, but not in the same boat. Your ship could be shipwrecked, and mine might not be, or vice versa. For some, quarantine is optimal, a moment of reflection, of reconnection, easy on flip-flops with a cocktail or a coffee. For others, this is a desperate financial and family crisis. For some that live alone, they're facing endless loneliness, while for others it is peace, rest, and time with their mother, father, sons, and daughters. In countries with $600 weekly increase in unemployment, some are bringing in more money to their households than when they were working. Others are working more hours for less money due to pay cuts or loss in sales. Some were concerned about getting a certain candy for Easter, while others were concerned if there would be enough bread, milk, and eggs for the weekend. Some want to go back to work because they don't qualify for unemployment and are running out of money. Others want to kill those who break the quarantine. Some are home spending 2 to 3 hours per day helping their child with online schooling, while others are spending 2 to 3 hours per day to educate their children on top of the 10 to 12 hour workday. Some have experienced near death of the virus. Some have already lost someone from it, and some are not sure if loved ones are going to make it. Others don't believe this is a big deal. Some have faith in God and expect miracles during this 2020. Others say the worst is yet to come. So friends, we are not in the same boat. We are not going through a time when our perceptions and needs are completely different. Each of us will emerge in our own way from this storm. It is very important to see beyond what is seen at first glance. Not just for looking, actually seeing. We are all on different ships during this storm, experiencing a different journey. So think before you lash out and make judgments. Please be kind. Please be kind. We are all struggling in some way. Again, this is by an unknown author that I found a post on, so definitely want to share that. Really speaks to everybody in all different aspects. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. Some people it's prosperous, some people it's not. For those of you who need help, you definitely need to reach out. I'm the incredible Singh. Let's get back to the music here with Hardy Sandhu. Kya baat hai? It's time for the incredible fitness tip of the week. Just keep going. Don't start and stop, just keep going. If exercise is new to you, start off slow and aim for a few workouts per week and then increase as you go. I haven't heard this song in a while, so we're going to play Pav Dharia with Bhavin, Teri Sanu Lorni. Oh main kya ji kidda? It's time for my favorite top 3 songs this week. And they're gonna go to Izu with Jenny Johal for Repeat Sonier. That's the first track I'll play. I almost didn't expect these two to come together to put together a track, but I'm definitely glad that they did. Izu got some skills putting the music together, but as usual, Jenny Johal does an outstanding job to tie it all in. The second track is by Core B featuring Raj Ranjod called Hero Varga. Core B is back with another great track to add to her collection of great tracks. Not much of a fan of those shiny red pants, but the attempt at the Game of Thrones throne scene was alright. The cameo bits by Raj Ranjod definitely added some pizzazz, and overall is very well done. The third track is going to be by Gary Sandhu and Pav Dharia called Babholi. Pav and Gary on their own have their unique take on song concepts, so these two coming together on this one totally makes sense to me. Depicting how girls act for real, and we boys are cool with it, but the parents are definitely not okay with it, with the drinking and all that sort of thing. My ask to all of you is to ask your pupperji what they think, for your pupperji's sake. Let's play those 3 tracks and I'll let you know what my favorite song is on the other side. Yo, 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 this is the one, the only, the incredible Singh, and this week's song in 60 seconds goes to Gary Sandhu, Pav Dharia, Babholi. The Pav and Gary compilation finally happened and they absolutely ripped it up with both their styles screaming for attention in the same way. How real is the message on this one? Girls gone wild at all the parties, chori chori karke, especially under the tables, and getting the boys to keep an eye out for the moms so they can slam the shots while nobody's watching. It absolutely happens all the time. Amrit Sandhu's writing skills alongside Pav Dharia take themselves to another level in the Punjabi music industry. And Pav Dharia's music, writing, and video production skills are definitely over the top on this one. Gary and the girl and the mom absolutely stood out as strong characters and not just some randoms on the streets. That's why Babholi is this week's song in 60 seconds. Sherry Gilderbloom once said, "The best dreams happen when you're awake." If you haven't heard yet, Donald Trump suggested to ingest disinfectant because it would kill off COVID-19. Maybe not the best dream, maybe more like a nightmare, but it definitely makes me laugh like crazy. Let's get back to the music here with Billa, Mere Yaar. Alright guys, I'm finally going to talk about Trump and his little thingy thing that he decided to say. Trump proves once again how out of touch of reality he really is. This past Thursday, April the 23rd, he suggested to ingest or inject disinfectants to see if it would kill COVID-19. Well, I'm sure it will kill COVID-19 only because it will kill the host first. Don't do it, it's crazy. As a result, there have been hundreds of calls, people asking medical hotlines if this would be safe when it clearly says on the package that it will kill you if ingested. Lysol and Dettol and other disinfecting companies had to make it publicly clear that with clear statements that people should not ingest these products in any way, shape, or form, as it is hazardous to human health. People are following Trump to his last breath, and look at the staggering number of people that are getting infected and dying because of it. On the other hand, people are going crazy staying at home too. We know that it's resulting in more domestic violence, which may be scarier than going out and leaving the house. It's horrifying to think what the victims go through on a daily and hourly basis. How do they survive and lead any kind of normal life? On the flip side, there's more racially charged violence and hate crimes that have nothing to do with any particular race. Sure, it started in China from someone eating a raw bat, but how is that the rest of the Chinese fault? As much as Canada has been flattening the curve, there have been several protests across the country to ease off on the stay home campaign. Most people believe this is a terrible idea, and I concur, because I've always been saying for weeks to stay home till there's a vaccine or until we know how to deal with this better. Some people have spoken to argue gently the other way, that Canada and BC have some of the lowest numbers worldwide, so why not allow some things to relax, like school as a huge example. On another note, think about all the domestic violence that has increased due to more exposure. Again, I'm coming back to this. I can't imagine what those victims are going through. I watched a video online, and my wife likes to watch these type of documentaries and stuff like that, but honestly, it all scares the shit out of me. To see what and think about and fathom what these people go through. According to Family Guy, most marriages are mostly made up of a few hours per day or just weekends. So now with everyone's situations changing to be home more often, definitely has an impact on domestic issues, but it also forces them to learn how to be around each other more often. Guys, the point is everyone's situation is different. Regardless of the pandemic or not, people have it good, people have it shit, or whatever the situation is, or roughly the same with a few adjustments. In the bigger picture, it really doesn't matter what happens because everyone is forced to adapt. Everyone is forced to endure change. Everyone must choose to accept or deny what's happening, but it's going to happen. This is the Incredible Livecast. You're listening to the Incredible Singh. Let's play Pranda by Corby and JSL. Hit me up on all my social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Mixcloud, Soundcloud, Snapchat, and email theincrediblesingh@hotmail.com. Let's play a track by Simmer Panug, Mickey Singh, and Teddy Pug called Tu Hi Das De. Alright guys, that's the end of episode number 86. Thank you so much for listening to my show. Thank you for all the love and support. Definitely like, share, comment. I definitely don't hear enough comments, so anything that you say, positive or negative, it's all good with me. I just want to know what you're feeling. And once again, I can't believe I'm saying this. Don't drink or don't ingest or inject disinfectants. Please, please, please. It really will kill you. And not like, you're not just going to fall asleep. Like, it's going to be absolutely painful. Like, just don't do it, please. Stay positive, stay focused, stay blessed, but more importantly, wash your hands, stay home, and stay safe.